In this video, we follow Amy, a recent college graduate who found herself alone at home when strange events began to unfold. It was around 2 p.m. when her roommates, who were also university students, had to leave to attend a lecture, leaving her by herself for the afternoon. Amy decided to take advantage of the quiet time by catching up on her favorite TV series, but unbeknownst to her, a mysterious force had other plans.
It's f***ing happening again. I'm gonna record it this time. Come on. Look. Can you see that? What the fuck? That's... What the hell? They're all open. What the hell was that? Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now?
As Amy was settling in to watch her show, inexplicable paranormal activity began happening in the kitchen. It was enough to make her pause and investigate further. When she entered the kitchen, the atmosphere quickly shifted. She found herself immersed in a series of disturbing events that seemed too real to ignore. The most startling moment was when a can was flung across the room and slammed onto the floor, something that could not have happened without physical contact, yet it did. The sheer force behind it was impossible to dismiss. Despite the terrifying experience, Amy never shared what had happened with her roommates. She feared they might think she was overreacting, or worse, that they would respond negatively. But even now, the memory of that terrifying day lingers in her mind, haunting her thoughts. Fast forward to April 18th, 2010. A group of security officers working at a facility heard strange banging noises coming from the room above them. Initially, they thought it might have been an employee making a lot of noise, but upon further consideration, they realized that only 8 other staff members were on shift, and they were all supposed to be in a different building. This led the officers to speculate that a burglar might have entered the premises. However, what they discovered was far more unnerving than any burglary. After reviewing the security camera footage, the officers saw no one in the room above. With no clear explanation in sight, they tried to rationalize the sounds by assuming that perhaps a shelf had fallen over, but just as they were starting to reach that conclusion, the spirit revealed itself in the most unsettling way. The officers witnessed lockers tampering with themselves and a wheelchair rolling on its own, all happening in front of their eyes. The activity was so bizarre and unexplainable that there was no logical way to justify it. It was clear to everyone involved that this was no ordinary event, it was a haunting. No matter how much they tried to make sense of it, the consensus was simple. What they witnessed was beyond the realm of normality. The whole experience raised even more questions, but no answers could be found. If you have any thoughts on this incident, feel free to share them in the comments. It's certainly an eerie case that challenges the boundaries of what we think we know about the supernatural. Moving on to the next video, we see an unusual clip that might be one of the shortest footage pieces featured on this channel. However, as the saying goes, quality over quantity still rings true. The video took place during the Christmas season on December 23, 2012. It begins with a mother filming a doll she had bought for her daughter. She wanted to capture the moment because she was an avid lover of photography and believed that photographs were the perfect way to preserve memories. Little did she know that what was about to unfold would capture a memory that would haunt her.
Bueno, aquí les presentamos a la muñeca de Bessie que se la regalaron a sus 15 años.
No manches, mira.
While the mother was showing the doll to the camera, the doll suddenly turned its head towards her with an unnervingly swift movement. At first, the mother didn't notice the change, but the person behind the camera saw the doll's movement clearly and quickly pointed it out to her. The reaction that followed was completely understandable, given the terrifying nature of what they had just witnessed. According to the person who filmed this unsettling footage, things took an even more bizarre turn when, 30 minutes after the event, the police arrived at the house, having been called by concerned neighbors. The mother's scream had been so loud that it echoed down the entire street, prompting fears of domestic abuse. Neighbors were so alarmed that they felt the need to intervene, fearing something far worse might be happening inside the house. So, what would you have done in this situation? Would you have immediately called the police, or would you have first checked to see what was going on? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts because I personally would have sought more information before jumping to conclusions. Old videos often carry a certain level of credibility when it comes to paranormal activity, especially because the technology at the time wasn't advanced enough to easily fabricate such events. With today's technology, creators can use editing software to easily create fake ghost footage. But back then, such events were far less likely to be manipulated. This is why I personally believe the next clip is a genuine sighting. The footage was filmed in a male locker room where two individuals, Michael and Lexus, witnessed a locker opening on its own without any visible cause. The event was so unsettling that they decided to ask their friend to use his brick phone to record the incident. What they captured on video was both fascinating and terrifying.
Hi, I'm Michael and this is Lexus. Hi, we've been hearing weird stuff that's going on in this locker and a lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
We got lockers opening, weird noises, stuff dropping.
Yeah.
All that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Cold feeling in your legs.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like feeling cold.
Yeah. Seems like you're in a freezer.
Yo, what the hell was that? Did that broom just... Did you guys knock that or it fell?
No way. No. That was an actual holster.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
It's getting scary now. Wait.
How did this thing come off?
Oh, hold on a second.
I don't know, but...
Something's not right. Hold on a sec, guys.
It's attached to this. I don't think that can come loose.
Yo, what was that? Wait, hold on, guys, be quiet. See which locker that's coming from. It's one of these lockers.
It's coming from this locker.
Hold on, get back.
Get back.
Oh, shit. Can you open that again? Oh, shit. Jeez.
Can you make any noises? You want me to see if I can...
I don't know, just stay away.
Okay, my guess this thing really wants to...
Alright, what else you have to say?
As the locker continued to make noises and open and close on its own, even after the camera was turned off, it became clear that the spirit wasn't shy about revealing its presence. The three of them were completely stumped and had no idea how to react. The only thing they knew for sure was that they had to document what was happening, just in case anyone accused them of faking the events.
Fucking locker. Shiny ass bitch. Let's check it out.
Open it, see what's inside.
Oh shit, there's nothing in there.
Come on. Scaring me.
Check inside, see if it's pressure plated.
I don't see it.
Everything. Check inside. What the?
Yo, I'm feeling cold.
Something just hit me.
What the hell?
Okay, that thing just hit me on my leg.
Up there.
This thing just hit me right on my leg.
Second.
Okay, something's in here, and I don't know what the hell is going on. This, that, locker opening. What next? You start floating in the air? Oh my god. Something's in there. something is coming. And, what's that over there?
Where? Okay. There.
To further solidify their claim, they decided to film inside the locker to prove that there was nothing hidden inside that could explain the strange occurrences. When they checked the locker, it was completely empty, leaving them with no logical explanation for the bizarre happenings. This was the moment that convinced everyone involved that something supernatural was at play. The following day, a priest was called to the high school to investigate the situation, and Michael, Lexus, and their friend, the cameraman, became local legends for exposing the locker room spirit. Now, let's talk about Jerry Bruce, an elderly man who had already experienced his fair share of paranormal activity. In fact, he had endured a 12-year-long haunting in his previous home, which forced him to leave and relocate to a new house. Unfortunately, he was unable to sell his old home, which set him back financially. Despite the difficulties, Jerry believed the price he paid for the new home was worth it for the peace and quiet he expected. He had no idea, however, that the spirit that haunted him in his old house had followed him. On his third night in the new home, Jerry was enjoying a peaceful evening, with nothing strange happening up until that point. But soon, that all changed when the spirit made its presence known in an unexpected way.
Everybody can see this, and I've done it. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting the hell out of here.
Jerry noticed that the closet handle began rattling in a very unnatural and deliberate manner. Eager to find out what was causing the disturbance, he opened the closet door to find nothing inside, at least nothing that could be seen with the naked eye. Some skeptics argue that the handle was simply slippery and caused the rattling, but this explanation doesn't hold much weight for most people, especially considering the unusual circumstances. Those who have experienced the paranormal, like the followers of this channel, know that sometimes there are forces at play that defy logic and reason. The next video in this collection is particularly strange compared to the others I typically showcase, but it certainly raises some interesting points that are worth discussing. The video was filmed in the home of Skye, a widow who lived alone with no children and very few relatives. This detail is incredibly important, as it becomes clear after watching the video. Skye had no children. The footage was taken around 1 p.m, shortly after Skye had eaten some lunch, a cheap and simple meal she bought at Walmart. Something in that lunchly clearly didn't sit well with her, as immediately after finishing the meal, strange things started happening.
Je suis frigorifiée. Et il y a cette odeur-là, de pourriture. Je sais qu'il est là. Tant pis. Qui es-tu? Qui es-tu? Allez. Allez, dis. Qui es-tu?
The most alarming event occurred when an invisible force snatched a pencil right out of her hand. But that wasn't the end of it. By the end of the clip, a baby's cry could be heard. This is significant because, as I mentioned earlier, Skye had no children. The question immediately arose, how did the sound of a baby crying appear in her house? Skye couldn't believe it either, so she went to investigate.
Arrête. Arrête. Mon Dieu.
When she arrived at the source of the noise, she discovered the unsettling truth. The crying baby wasn't real. The sound had been coming from a tab open on her laptop playing sound effects. But what made things even more terrifying was the sight of a doll sitting beside the laptop. It was a doll that Skye had never seen before, and to her horror, it was levitating off the ground. The doll eventually fell, but when Skye searched the entire room where she kept her childhood belongings, there was no sign of the doll. It was as if it had materialized out of nowhere. In the final video, we take a look at a workplace that, instead of being peaceful and quiet, was far from it. The office belonged to a father who lived with his small family. The office was located on the bottom floor, just next to the kitchen, which made it a great place to work due to its good airflow and its location away from the more active parts of the house. However, it seemed that something from upstairs wasn't content to leave him in peace. Take a look at this footage.
So I'm in my dining room right now. I'm just organizing some Christmas stuff. Don't judge me. I'm home alone, of course, because my husband left to run literally one errand that's going to take like 20 minutes. And I swear I'm hearing, like, I don't know, some sort of noise coming from upstairs in the Airbnb. No, we don't have guests up there right now. And even Susanna's chilling here with me, and she's been like looking up at the ceiling too, confirming that I'm not crazy. And I swear it's coming from my husband's office, because this room is notorious for hearing stuff above the ceiling. Oh my God. Absolutely not. Do you guys hear that? And of course, now that I'm up here, I don't hear anything, but I know I'm not crazy because, like I said, Susanna was looking around too. And sometimes people have asked me, do you ever feel like someone's watching you or someone's up there with you? Yes. Sometimes I feel like there's literally someone following me, which I know sounds crazy, but it's not.
The woman in the video searched the entire upstairs floor, looking for any sign of movement, but found nothing. Despite this, she remained convinced that a spirit was haunting the second floor. The father, however, wasn't so easily convinced. He hired pest control, suspecting that the strange sounds were caused by rodents in the walls. But what do you think? Do you believe in the paranormal, or do you think there's a more logical explanation for the strange events?